I wish to welcome everyone to the July meeting of the Works Committee. Standing committees are held as part of council meeting process in order for committees to consider reports prepared by council officers and to make recommendations regarding these reports to the monthly council meeting. Council's delegates on the Works Committee are Mayor Kennedy, Councillor Boland, Chairperson, Councillor Allgate, Councillor Chandler and Councillor Page. All councillors undertook an oath of affirmation at the beginning of their term of office and declared to undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of the Broken Hill local government area in the city of Broken Hill, and they will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in them under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of their ability and judgment. The committee meeting is being live streamed via YouTube and recorded and published online via Council's website. To those present in the meeting today, by attending in this public meeting, you are consenting to your image, voice and comments being recorded and published. The chairperson and/or general manager have the authority to pause the live stream if comments or debate are considered defamatory or otherwise inappropriate for publishing. Participants are advised that they may be subject to legal action if they engage in unlawful behaviour or commentary. Is there any apologies?
Councillor Ron Page.
Councillor Page. That's the only apology. Moving that way, Mayor Kennedy.
Yep.
Seconder, Councillor Allgate. All those in favour? Declare that carried. There's nil leave of absence. Mayor Kennedy to deliver the prayer.
Almighty God, we ask you to invoke your blessing upon this council. Direct and prosper our deliberations to the advancement and true welfare of the people of the council area, our state and Australia. Amen.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Councillor Chandler to deliver the acknowledgement of country.
We acknowledge the traditional owners of the land upon which we meet today, the land of the Willikali people, and pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging.
Thank you, Councillor Chandler. I call on Councillor Allgate to deliver the acknowledgement of Broken Hill mining history.
We take the time to reflect, remember and honour the over 800 miners that lost their lives and those that were crippled or maimed on the line of load. We thank the brave miners and their wives who were part of the 1919-1920 strike that lasted over 500 days and delivered a 35-hour week. Mining is our past and future.
Thank you, Councillor Allgate. Item 7, minutes for confirmation that the minutes of the Works Committee held Monday the 17th of June 2024 be confirmed. Do I have a mover that way?
I'll move that.
Moved Mayor Kennedy, seconded Councillor Allgate. All those in favour of those minutes? Declare those carried. Item 8, disclosures of interest. Is there any disclosures of interest? With there nil disclosures of interest, I move to item number 9, reports. Report number 1, Broken Hill City Council report number 114-24 dated June 14th, 2024. Minutes of the Project Consultative Group, Project Steering Group meeting held 16th of May 2024. Do I have a mover for that recommendation?
Move the recommendation as written.
Moved Councillor Allgate, seconded. Councillor Chandler, would you like to talk on that report, Councillor Allgate?
Yes, Mr. Chair. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. This particular report gives a true roundup of all the capital projects that the council's involved in. It not only makes it well known to councillors that the stage that the projects are at, what's happening on the ground, and it's the sort of report that the public should have access to, because this brings to the attention of the community just what the council is doing, and never more important than at the current time. You know, we get people saying that the council hasn't done much, but when you look at, well, they haven't been saying much lately, but the thing is that this report really highlights not only the projects, but the actual stage they're at and what's happening in the future, what problems they've struck and all the rest of it. It's probably one of the most informative reports, and it's easy to read as well. And I think it would be wonderful if it could be publicised.
Thank you, Councillor Allgate. I agree with you. I was reading through the report earlier today and I was highly impressed with the detail in the report, and it really lists everything that's going on around the city and where we're up to and where we're heading. Also, future projects that we've got in the pipeline, which are very important as well for the community to see where we're heading. Is there any further comments on that?
Yeah, look, it's one that I really like. It's one in there that, as Councillor Allgate just stated, actually answers a lot of the questions that the community ask. One of the things people have been talking about lately is parking at the airport, and you mentioned what's in it, but those are the sort of things that are already in that report. It really is good reading. It says exactly what's happening in the city and how it's happening. And I commend both Mr. Howard and Ms. McLaughlin and the General Manager and the members of the committee, because there's a number of community members there that actually take the time to go to those, and they actually have good input into it and actually help council out to a big degree. The engineers there are also very good. They're always there to answer any questions that the public may bring. The community representatives actually ask probably a lot of the questions that the general public would ask when they do go out. So just a question through the chair to the General Manager. Is there any way that we could actually promote that report so people do actually get to see that? Because it really is a good report, and it's a report that actually would answer probably 90% of the questions that people have when it comes to the questions that have asked from council, other than the direct daily operations of council.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, through you. Yes, we can summarise that out of the PowerPoint slide and get it across social media and our other platforms. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I think that'd be great, and I think it really would have an impact on building council's reputation. You've got it, Councillor Chandler, and at the same time keeping people very informed on what's going on.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Any further comments on that report? There's no further comments. I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour, declare that carried. Report number 2, Broken Hill City Council Report number 115-24, dated July 5th, 2024. Minutes of the Local Traffic Committee meeting number 448, held on Tuesday, the 2nd of July, 2024. Do I have a move for that recommendation? Councillor Chandler, seconder. Mayor Kennedy, would you like to talk on that report, Councillor Chandler?
Not much to say, really. It's there written, but I think the traffic committee do a terrific job, and they can't please everybody, but they come out with the best results most of the time.
Thank you, Councillor Chandler. Any further comments, Mayor Kennedy?
Yeah, look, this is another important committee, and we probably need to get out the recommendations of that and some of the things that are discussed within that committee. Many of the things that have come up in that committee are often spoken about in the community and re-asked of councillors, is something being done? So maybe at some stage we also put that in some sort of condensed form so that people can actually see some of the things that are actually passed and some of the things that have been requested but not delivered on for various reasons. One of the things that is in that report is the Wyman Street and the potential for speed reduction devices down that street. You know, probably not likely a good place, but it's actually said in that report, you know, there needs to be more investigation done into the amount of people that do go down there, what speeds they go down there. So it shows that these things that do go to the traffic committee are investigated. Other things that have gone to the traffic committee and have been there a number of times is things like the zebra crossing at the Birkwood School. So they're the sorts of things that people are very interested in, and I think would like to just keep a bit of a idea of where they are and what sort of things have happened with them.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Any further comments on that report? Again, I'll just add that it's another important report that I always closely examine, and as Mayor Kennedy said, there's always stuff that's brought to our attention that's listed in that report, so it's an important report. There's no further comments on that report. I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour? Declare that carried. Report number 3, Broken Hill City Council Report number 116-24 dated June 18th, 2024. Minutes of the Picton Sports Ground Community Committee meeting held the 3rd of June 2024. Do I have a move for that recommendation?
Move the recommendation that.
Move. As written, councillor Allgate?
Yep.
That's moved, councillor Allgate, seconded. Councillor Chandler, would you like to talk on that report, councillor Allgate?
Not particularly, Mr. Chair. There's not much in it. Well, there's very little in it, actually. Noel Hannigan, that's right. The long-serving volunteer that's been involved, I think it was 35 years, needs to be congratulated and acknowledged for his service given. And apart from that, there's nothing of interest in there.
Would you like to add item 3 to that recommendation that we
Yes.
write a thank you letter?
Yes.
Seconder, happy with that?
I'll just say that he actually, he has done a good job and did receive the Volunteer Sporting Administrator of the Year award recently at Volunteers, but we still should definitely acknowledge him from the council as councillors as a council.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy, and noted that a very impressive award from one of our long-serving volunteers. Is there any further comment on that report? There's no further comments. I'd put that to the vote. All those in favour, declare that carried. There is nil confidential matters. So as there is nil confidential matters, there's no further business, and I declare the Works Committee meeting closed.